Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number, the forecast for the new moon that's going to be occurring on September 2nd or 3rd, depending on where you live in the world. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading where we take a look at your own personal numerology, I would love to work with you. You can book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. All right, let's take a look. Life Path 22-4. So you all are going to be working with the vibrations of the 23-5 and the 24-6. So this is an interesting time because this would be one of those times where you have to sort of be open to, or let's put it this way, you will get the most success and the most fulfillment and the most rewards if you can be open to the suggestions and the advice of others at this time. And that might sound easy enough, but sometimes that can be really challenging for fours, which you are ultimately a four, because the 4 vibration is one that is usually very solution focused, sees the solution, is moving towards the solution, feels like their solution is the best one, is sort of independent by nature, and sort of can sometimes fall towards that feeling of my way is the best way. And when you're working with the vibration of the 23-5, it's really saying your way is great, and it will accomplish what you want to accomplish. But there are other people with fabulous and profound, perspectives and greater wisdom in certain areas of life than you might have, expertise in areas that you might not have, etc. So this is one of those times where don't be too quick to dismiss what someone else is trying to say to you. It might come across as unsolicited advice, but is there anything within that advice that you could actually take and use to, work smarter, not harder, to enhance whatever it is that you're trying to do? So this is definitely a time where you're being asked to think outside the box, be open and flexible with whatever you're working with, and be open and flexible with hearing what others have to say, right? Even seeking out advice from someone who has greater expertise in the area where you might have some weaknesses or some limitations. This is a great time to do that and really heed that advice, because you will likely see great solutions come from that and great results from that. The other thing I would say is be really careful about sort of getting too emotionally reactive when others oppose your ideas, right? Or when others are speaking from a place of honesty that doesn't fit with how you perceive the situation or what you want to hear. Don't be too quick to dismiss that person or to become reactionary when others oppose your ideas or have different ideas from you, because, that will sort of sever any kind of connection that could actually have been really beneficial and could kind of degenerate into some kind of quarrel that isn't necessary. So just this is a period to be very flexible, very open to other ways of doing things, other people's ideas, and allowing others to be helpful to you at this time, right? By sharing that wisdom and that expertise, and exploring it, just see what it can do for you. And it might not be that it's going to suit you, and that's fine. You can release it, but just be open to what others have to say at this time, and see if you can use it. The other thing is, because you're working with that vibration of the 24-6, this is a beautiful time to beautify your space, to get organized, to sort of like heal the foundations of some relationships that maybe have gone sour, that, didn't work. And maybe it was because of your view on those relationships, right? Like, whether it was drawing conclusions or jumping to, making assumptions about where the other person is coming from, etc. That vibration of the 6 is going to bring honesty to the forefront from you and from others. And if everyone can be open to that honesty, it can actually build a beautiful foundation in those relationships between those people. So you may see relationships resurface at this time that are asking to be looked at from a different perspective, a different vantage point, and hopefully to bring some kind of healing or to sort of bridge any divide that's occurred or to build a more solid foundation within that connection. So relationships are also likely going to be, or definitely going to be at the forefront for you all under this illumination, but it can be, again, having that, like releasing that pride and being open to other people's opinions and advice, but also working with others in truth and honesty, and not only being very honest about what you need and how you feel, but being open to what the other person has to say as well, can really, really strengthen those core relationships and the bonds between the two of you or whoever's involved. So definitely a period for relationships and connecting with others, collaborating with others, being vulnerable, being humble, all these things. And I think you could see this bring great change and great strides in your relationships and your ability to connect with others and work with others and all of the things. So ultimately, at its core, beautiful, beautiful energy here. But it is going to require some work and some uncomfortableness potentially for us 22-4s. So I hope it's a great one. Take care. Bye for now.